Good morning and welcome to Awakening Democracy in India. Dear brothers and sisters, have a nice Sunday. You are most welcome at Awakening Democracy in India. I am your brother K. Sidharia. This video is once again coming directly to you from the lap of nature. Today I am going to put light on our Constitution. Our Constitution is one of the best documents of the world. We have taken most important features from all around the world. That's why our Constitution has become one of the best documents in the world. In our democracy, our Constitution is our holy book. We must practice it in letter and spirit. We must practice it wholeheartedly because it is the Constitution that provides equal opportunity of everything in our country. It is our Constitution that gives power to all people of India. With the help of our Constitution, in which we are given equal opportunities, equal opportunities of everything. You can have right to get equal education. You can have right to get equal job as per your qualification. You have right to speak, to express your opinions in public peacefully. So our Constitution is very important document. In its preamble, it is clearly stated that India is a sovereign, socialist, democratic, secular republic where all people get justice, social justice in society. All people should get equal opportunity in a society to stand up for themselves. So there is a great chance for all Indians to have social justice in our country. It is the power of our Constitution that gives all Indians equal opportunity to adopt whatever work we want to do in accordance with our choice. So here is a choice where people can do whatever they want to do, provided that they do not hurt and harm others' interests also. In our Constitution, it is a golden principle where we should get and we get equal justice for all citizens of India. Before law, all citizens of India are equal. There is rule of law where all citizens are equal in the eyes of the law. But the problem is some of the people who are born in high families, they believe that they are blue blood. They think that they are royals, have not been able to adjust themselves peacefully with the downtrodden of our country. So I request them that the days of kingdom and dictatorship are over. Please assimilate yourself peacefully with the common people of our country and provide them right opportunity, real opportunity, so that they can get education also. Many people may think that every day this man keeps on talking about people of India. Or if you do not talk about people of India, then about whom will you talk? It is necessary that all children should get equal opportunities so that they can study. If there is differences, if there is difference, if there is prejudice, if there is lack of opportunity, children cannot get quality education. So it is the responsibility of each and every representative of our country, beginning from village panchayat to block panchayat to district panchayat to state legislative assembly to member of parliament. If you focus only your attention only one issue, let's start it, one nation, one education for all children of India. If you cannot provide equal opportunities to get quality education to people, to children, they will not be able to have a prejudice-free mind. Their mind is still governed with prejudice. They think that is that type of job like sweeping streets, washing clothes, polishing shoes, and other tailoring your clothes. These are the tasks of those people who belong to lower categories, lower category class. But I tell you, in a democracy, no task is less important. All tasks are equally important, provided that it is the responsibility of every society, government to make skillful our people. If people are skillful, if people know how to do their job wherever they are, if you are a farmer, if you know how to do farming scientifically, we will develop. In the same way, take any profession, take any calling, take any task, we must be excellent in doing it. If we are teachers, if we teach our students with excellence, our students will obtain excellent marks. If you are a coach, a sports coach, if you coach our children, providing them equal opportunity with discipline, we will win gold medals in Olympics. Who bothers about it? How many gold medals do we win whenever Olympic games are organized? Our heads lower when we do not win gold medals. Look at other countries, developing countries. Look at other developed countries. Look other countries. They win so many gold medals in every sports. So why are we focusing only only those games which have some vested interest of some of the people only? Very few people have interest in those games in our country. I do not want to undermine any game. I have no prejudice against it. But still I want to tell you that the sports which do not provide equal opportunity to our children should not be given preference over the sports which give equal opportunity to all our children. Some of the people think, some of the people say that democracy is a far cry in our country. Everything is moved, everything is done on the basis of money. But I tell you, even if you live in a palace, golden palace, it will not help you. You will sleep only on one bed. One bed is enough for you and one room is enough for you. You do not live in a palace. You have hundreds of thousands of hotels and buildings and house in every city, in every metropolitan. That does not make you great. You are made great by serving people through your spirit, through your soul. When you go among people, you say that please vote for me. I am the best representative for you. But we have every right, and every citizen of India has every right to ask his representative, in last 5 years, what have you done for my constituency? And dear voters, if you do not understand this fact, people will continue, politicians will continue to play a game of hide and seek with you. But you will never get real opportunities. So it is my request, it is my special request to all people of India that in accordance with our constitution, as constitution is our holy document, we believe in it and we must practice it also. I want to draw your kind attention, particularly middle class of this country. You are getting your children educated in English medium school. Fine, excellent. I congratulate them. But make them good citizens so that they can serve the nation with complete morality. Because if we do not practice what we preach, we cannot say that we are a democratic country. In a democracy, people have every right to ask their representative that what are they doing. They should be held accountable for their deeds. Some people, some politicians have come to politics only because they want to feather their own nest. They want to fill up their own pockets with public money. And this is high time we realize the fact that the people, politicians, industrialists, businessmen who have stolen money from the treasure of our Mother India's in our country, then we must hold them accountable. Some people say that law will take its own course. The matter is sub judice, court is taking action. But I tell you, my dear brothers and sisters of India, that if any politician is caught red-handed with stealing money from treasure of India, we should be spent on education of children, health of children, technology of new technologies for children, the money should not be misused. And if someone has stolen that money, it is every right of every citizen of India that money should not only be recovered, but the person should not be given a chance to represent you again. Because thieves should, unless and until we call a spade, democracy cannot develop. Democracy cannot survive. For survival of democracy, for survival of unity and integrity of the nation, our sacrificing military men, our jawans, our soldiers, they sacrifice their life. They fight for us on border. They sacrifice everything. They leave behind their family, their children. They do not think when it comes to fight in favor of our country that they will run away from the battle. They will sacrifice their life. They will defend us. They will protect us so that we can live freely. So our freedom should not be misused. Most politicians today, we find that in one pretext or another pretext, they keep on stealing money from the coffer of Mother India. It is very bitter truth. I am stating, and I do not bother. Even if I have to sacrifice my own life for speaking the truth, but I will speak the truth in the best interest of Mother India, in the best interest of the people of India. Because honesty is the best policy, and we cannot teach our children honesty is the best policy if we do not practice what is right. So let us take a strong place against all evils, against all else, against everything which is negative. Let's adopt a positive attitude. Let us adopt a very peaceful method to make India a strong democracy. Have positive mindset. Do not find faults in others, but try to do your duty honestly. This is what I want to convey today on this special Sunday. We have celebrated our Independence Day. Congratulations. But let freedom reach to the last man of our country so that he can also liberate himself from slavery. He can also liberate himself from exploitation. He can also liberate himself from darkness. Let the light of democracy, let the light of knowledge reach to the last man of our country. If we do not provide equal opportunity to our children, we will not be able to serve Mother India honestly. Have a nice Sunday. Thank you very much. And please, for sake of your own children, for sake of our coming generation, you just keep on watching this channel. This is for you. It is in your own interest. It will help you and you will become responsible citizen of Mother India. Jai Hind. Have a nice Sunday. Jai Hind. Bharat Mata ki Jai.